Hello, I'm Lindsey Russell, and I am delighted to be hosting this very special assembly for BAFTA and Place to Be, supported by Oak National Academy to launch Children's Mental Health Week 2022. This year's theme is Growing Together, and it's all about the ways that we can grow as people. We grow all the time, but did you know that we also grow emotionally, so in our hearts and our heads? Something that upset you when you were 5 years old probably doesn't make you feel as bad anymore, because as we grow and change, we learn to cope with life's ups and downs. And as lovely as it is to have things go really brilliantly for us, sometimes we learn just as much from challenges and setbacks and things that really can frustrate us. The simple act of trying something new or stepping outside your comfort zone, as scary as it is, does really help you to grow. Very importantly, we need people in our lives who support our growth, especially when things get a bit tricky and a bit tough. So that might be your parents or your carers, your teachers, they're really important, or even your friends. And it's anyone who helps us to basically believe in ourselves, who keeps us going and encourages us to do something differently. It's worth remembering that we are all growing together. So before I introduce our assembly guest, which I cannot wait for today, we've got a special message of support. Have a look.
Hello everyone, I'm Olivia Coleman and I'm delighted to support this year's Children's Mental Health Week along with my BAFTA friends and Place to Be. The past few years have been challenging for everyone, so it's vital that we look after our own mental well-being but also find ways to support each other. This year's theme is Growing Together. We're always growing, we just may not realise it. The most difficult growth to recognise is emotional. So let's talk about it. We often grow by trying new things or learning from challenges and setbacks. These experiences help us grow, but we often need the support of others to help us, especially when things are tough. And in turn, we can also be the support for friends and family. For Children's Mental Health Week 2022, we're encouraging everyone to explore how they have grown together and to celebrate how even through difficult times, with the right support, we can all continue to grow and flourish. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for that special message. That was incredible. And now a very warm welcome to our guests. First off, we've got our students from Seascape Primary in County Durham. Hello, guys.
Hi, how are you?
And what are your names?
My name is Ella Kate. My name is Makanaka.
Ella Kate and Makanaka, it's great to have you with us today. It's very exciting. And then we've got Rosslyn Park Primary in Nottingham. Hello, guys. Who's there?
Hello, my name is Shona. Hello, my name is Olivia.
Oh, it's so good to have you guys on the call. As well, you can see we've got our Place to Be expert. She basically knows everything there is to know about Place to Be. It's Julia Clements. Hello, Julia.
Hello, Lindsay. Hello, everyone. Lovely to be on the call today.
This is really exciting, and it just got better. It just stepped up a gear because we've got dancing legend and my friend Oti Mabuse is here. Hello, Oti.
Hi.
So great to have you with us today. Are you excited to really kind of get involved, get down to it with our Place to Be helpers?
I am. I've been looking forward to this for a long time, just to hear all the ideas, hear what the kids have to say, and just get involved with them.
So we're going to kick off with an activity developed by Place to Be's art room team to create our own support balloons. I'm really excited for this today. So we've basically asked our students to think about the people in their lives who really help them grow and develop, and who they maybe turn to when it's a bit tricky, a bit tough, they turn to for support. So Rosslyn Park Primary, I'm going to come to you first because I know you've been working on your support balloons. So who have you put in your balloons? I know they're very colourful. Do you want to hold them up for us? Oh, I mean, Oti's ready to give a standing ovation. They are fantastic.
I love them. They're so pretty.
They're so pretty. So Shona, why don't you start? Like, who have you put inside your support balloon and why?
I have put my mum because she supports me and she just takes care of me.
Suleiman, who have you put in your balloon? Will you talk us through it?
I put my sister.
That's so sweet. I really like that. let's come to Seascape Primary School. Makanaka, should we start with you? Who have you put in your support balloon? That's brilliant. And talk us through it. Who's in there?
My teacher, my mom, my dad, my sister, Miss Skinner.
It's a full balloon. It sounds like there's a lot of people in there that support you and help you out with your life. And let's come to Ella Kate next. Who have you put in your balloon? Can we see it?
So all around my balloon I have my parents, my best friend Tiana, Miss Skinner, Miss Stewart, my dog Jet, and then 3 of my cousins, Sophie, Benjamin and Jacob. And then in the clouds I have my granddad, I have my grandma. In the sun I have Place to Be, and then on the last cloud I have Hermione Granger because she's just my favourite out of the Harry Potter series.
I think you touched on some really interesting stuff there, Ella Kate, because your support doesn't always have to be someone right there, like your teachers or your family. I thought it was really interesting when you said that your dog was in there, because loads of us turn to our pets. That's so great. Well, you guys are clearly very lucky. You have loads of support in your life, and it's so important to have people and dogs and animals that we can turn to when we need it. I wonder about Oti, if you were to draw your support balloon, who's really key? Who would definitely be in there for you?
Mine definitely would be my mom and my dad, actually. My mom to me, just from the day I was born, by giving birth to me, it's always been there. And when I struggle in day-to-day stuff, when I feel a little bit overwhelmed, I know I can always talk to her. And I also have my 2 sisters, and it's really nice because one of my sisters does exactly what I do. So she can understand what I'm going through. And whenever I feel down, she'll always be there to uplift me. And my second sister is so much fun. She's like a bundle of joy. So she gives me all this positivity and motivation and inspiration to go out there and kind of just have a good day. And lastly, who'll have a special one would be my agent, because my agent has kind of helped me every single step of the way. I don't have a lot of family here, and he's been kind of like my mom, my dad, my sister, all in one, and just supported me and been more than just someone I work with, but a real support bubble for me.
Such a nice answer. And I also love the idea of thinking of everyone in that hot air balloon with you.
Yeah.
Floating through life with you and just
Forever.
making sure, that they're kind of guiding you in the right direction,
Yeah, it takes a lot of people to kind of feel supported, and each and every single person has their own role in the way that they support you and for what you need, and vice versa, to give that support back as well. Always remember to be there for those people that are there for you.
Yeah, as well as wanting to have your balloon really full, we've also got to make sure that we're in other people's balloons and that we're helping, we're supporting, we're guiding. It's really key. So thank you so much, everyone, for sharing those thoughts. And for our friends watching in school or at home right now, you can always just hit the pause button right here if you want to come up with your own support balloons and do the activity yourselves. So our next activity is Reach for the Stars. Now, when I hear those words, I don't even know if you guys will know the song, but I want to burst into a song by S Club 7. Oti knows it. Do you guys know the song Reach for the Stars? Well, that shows my age. It is such a good song. You guys should go YouTube it after this. But in the meantime, I'm going to pass over to Julia, who's going to set us a bit of a challenge while we all grab a pen and paper. Off you go, Julia.
You know the idea of setting goals? I bet at school you get set goals all the time, like can you get better at your spelling? Can you improve your netball or football or your fitness? There's lots of goals that we get set in life. However, did you know that actually you can set goals that help you to grow emotionally as well? So this might be things like, if you feel a bit worried about something, it might be that you want to feel a bit more brave. Or if you feel like you want to make more friends, you want to have a goal of, how can I go about that? So, being the stars that you are, I'm sure that you're all used to drawing lovely big stars. Have you all got some paper and some pens or crayons Things great. Okay. So what I want you to do is to draw a star. And in the middle of the star, can you think about setting a goal that's going to help you to grow emotionally?
Yes, thanks.
This is really hard.
It's quite difficult. We often think about goals as getting better at something, maybe nailing our multiplication tables. I remember that being a big goal of mine when I was at school, especially those tricky ones.
The 8 times table.
My star is very bad. I've realized one of my goals is get better at drawing stars.
Mine has actual legs. It's like it starts like a bodybuilder, and then it's got these thin legs. Okay.
I can see an amazing star there, Ella
My
Kate.
goal is to. So my goal in my star is to be more kind.
What a lovely goal to go for, Ella Kate. Can you think of some of the things that might help you to become more kind?
Help out around class.
That's really
Tell the
nice.
teacher when someone is hurt and be respectful.
Oh, they're lovely things to do. That would show that you're really, really being more and more kind by doing those things. That's lovely. Makanaka, have you got your star there?
My goal is to be more confident.
That's a really great goal, isn't it? To become more confident. Oti, I wonder, have you got any tips for us to become more confident? Because you do a lot of work on TV and you have to be confident. Have you got any tips for Makanaka and for the rest of us that need to get more confident?
I think my goal is almost the same as Makaraga's. Maybe I'm the one who needs tips as well. I wrote mine as self-belief. And I think once you have that self-belief and have a little bit more confidence in yourself, not artificial ones, obviously, because I have to perform in front of millions of people, but real inner self-confidence, you're able to kind of be a little bit more courageous and take on tasks. But it's just that self-belief that one should have in themselves.
Now I'm wondering whether Suleiman and Shona, whether they can share their stars. What was in your stars? I can see a beautiful gold star there. And what have you written in the middle of it, Suleiman?
Confidence.
Confidence.
Wow.
Yeah, great to become more confident. So you're like Oti and Makanaka as well. Want to be more confident. Shona, what was yours?
Mine says emotion dance. Showing my emotions.
Showing my emotions. What a great target to go for. Lindsay, did you manage to think about your goal and your star?
I did, yeah. So I drew my wonky little star here, and inside it, a big thing that I want to work on this year is learning that I can't control the uncontrollables, because I'm someone who gets, is like Oti was saying, artificial confidence. I'm someone who might seem outwardly very confident and chilled and calm and whatever, but inside I'm a real worrier. So that's my way of, I've written around the outside, don't worry, let it go with the flow, see what happens, because I'm very controlling, and if something's out of my control I start to panic or worry or get very anxious. So this year I'm going to try and just go with the flow a bit more.
That sounds a really good goal, Lindsay. And I don't know, children, whether you think, isn't that interesting that actually all these grown-ups who do lots of TV and they're famous, actually they have worries and they sometimes don't feel very confident too. Does that help to know that it's really ordinary to feel like that? Even someone as fabulous as Oti and Lindsay. I think it was the children at Roslyn Park really creatively have made a ladder towards their star, which indicates that sometimes you take little steps towards your goal. And that's really important to remember. So even if we have a goal, even it could be at times feel like it's a little bit too big, don't worry, just take little steps towards it. And don't forget, you've got people in your life at home and at school who can help you support your little steps towards your goal. So good luck with your goals, everyone.
And again, if you're watching at home, you might want to pause the activity and just do it yourselves. And grown-ups, don't forget that if you can share a snap of the creations, you can use the social media hashtag Children's Mental Health Week. Just to finish off, can everyone hold up their stars and give me a big smile? Looking good, team. Loving those stars. Very good work, everyone. That was so nice to hear what other people worry about, because it sometimes makes you feel better about what you worry about, doesn't it? Now, as we've been talking about reaching for the stars, seems like a really good time to announce that BAFTA's Young Presenter competition opens, guess what, today, and is using the theme of Children's Mental Health Week. So BAFTA is inviting you, yes, you watching, to continue exploring your personal growth by making a short film on the subject. You might want to talk about your own support balloon or personal goals, or perhaps you might want to interview someone who supports you. It could be anyone, and you really can do anything you like. We've got a new age category this year, so it's open from 10 to 18 years old, which is really exciting. And last year's winner, Samira, achieved her goal of interviewing footballer Jesse Lingard. How cool is that? And we'd love to help more of you reach for the stars and achieve your goals. So just check out the BAFTA Kids website for more information. It's so worth doing, and it's my favorite thing that we do at BAFTA Kids every year. So make sure you go and check it out. So we're going to finish today by demonstrating how it's possible to actually grow together, even if just in a really short time. So I'm going to ask our guests to share one thing that they've learned about themselves today, or just a word or two that sums up Children's Mental Health Week.
So I've learned about myself that I'm actually really, really confident in doing new things.
Amazing. That's such a good thing to know about yourself, because you've really stepped outside your comfort zone today and given it a go, and you've been fantastic. Makanaka, is there something that you've learned about yourself today, or a word that you could use to sum up today?
To try something new.
I love that. Thank you so much for being on the call. And then let's go to Roslyn Park Primary. What have you guys learned about yourselves today that you maybe didn't know before, or maybe you've thought about something you hadn't really considered before, Shona?
I'm creative.
You definitely are. You've come up with some great ideas today. And what else?
And I'm brave.
Did you say you're brave? You definitely are. Oti, I wonder if I could ask you what you've learned or what you've taken away from the session today.
I've learned that sharing is important. I think sharing emotions, sharing how we feel, whether that's good, bad, sad, up, down, happy, excited, just to share how we feel, especially for this week, because it's so important, and we check in, and sharing love and positive energy as well.
I think that is exactly what Children's Mental Health Week is all about. So a massive thank you so much to all our guests, and thanks to you for joining us. And don't forget that all the activities and resources are available on the Children's Mental Health Week website. It's well worth a look. But for now, from all of us, just want to say take care, look after each other, and like Oti just said, don't forget to check in.